Hey everyone, welcome back to Digital Chat Tech. Let's talk about the differences between the 4 and the 5. Right off the bat, something I noticed, and tell me in the comments if I'm crazy, the sapphire glass. Is it just me, or does your finger just glide across the sapphire glass? Unexpected. I like it. The other thing I noticed is the haptics on the 5 are a little bit different than the haptics on the 4. It has, I want to say it, a little bit more twang, a little bit more twang to it at the end. It's not just like a little, but it actually sort of hangs there for like a half second on your wrist, and it's a noticeable difference to me. Maybe I'm just crazy. Let me know in the comments if you notice either of those differences between the two. Other things I noticed that the 4 and the 5 can share, one of them is the charger. The only difference is the first night I put the 5 on the new charger, and I think it was like a little over 30%. Let's throw up a picture here, and you can see that it was just under an hour to charge at that. The next day I was in a different room. I had the old Ford charger and it charged just fine. But as you can see from this picture, it took a lot longer to charge. An hour for me is fine because, like I said, I have a routine. Hour before bed is when I sit down, I plug everything into charge, and I don't charge until the next day. Other things I noticed, I know in my last video I said this band feels better. I thought it was just me, but a couple other reviewers say, yeah, the new band is just better. It is flexible. This one's flexible too. I don't know. It's like the sapphire screen. It's just smoother to the touch. This is like, my finger has that little stutter to it. This, my finger just glides across. It's just soft. It's the same thing with the Buds Pro 2. They just feel soft. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. Another thing you can bring over from the 4 to the 5 is the band. This is actually the 5. This is the 4. Why do I have them reversed? Because I want to see if anyone in my family would notice that I was wearing a different watch. No one did. My wife found out when she saw me editing the video, and, well, I was wearing 2 watches. And she's like, why are you wearing 2 watches? And I was like, oh, I'm going to send it back. And that's what we're here to talk about. Am I going to keep this? Let's discuss battery life first. Now, day one, I wasn't really thinking about it, and I just used the watch as normal, and I really wasn't noticing a difference. And then I was watching some other review videos and unboxing videos, and people were mentioning the battery. So day 2, it was about 8 a.m. I decided I was going to go all in. Now, I never use power saving mode on my watches or my phones because why should I? I mean, I didn't pay for a device to save battery. I paid for a device to use it. So I turned on always on display, a bunch of things I never use. Always on display, Wi-Fi, full brightness. I met my fitness goals, and I stopped using the Samsung Health app to track my walks and hikes because it turns GPS on. I found out I was saving battery by not using that, and I just let the watch record my steps. I really didn't care about the rest of the stuff. But with this, I started using the Samsung Health app once again, which was nice. I downloaded 300 songs to it using Spotify. I used the Bud Pros 2s with it for about an hour, and despite the lack of a equalizer, it sounded awesome. I was so happy with it. I put Google Assistant back on here. I put it on the 4 and took it off because it was killing the battery life. The only thing is, at night, I do put it on bedtime mode because I hate the watch screen just flashing in my face when I roll over sometimes. Now, at about 10 p.m., I had about 33% battery left. Normally, that would be, for me, just on a normal day, would be 15 to 20%. So I had everything on, and I still had like 33-ish%. I was so happy. That was the first time I realized this battery makes a huge difference. Day number 2, I turned off always on display. I put the screen back to a regular brightness. I still use GPS for hikes, but I used it the way I used my 4. And after 24 hours, I was at 33%. So I still had 12 hours of time left. So if I just happen to not remember to charge my watch before bed, I wouldn't wake up the next day and go, oh, I can't use my watch for hiking because I forgot to charge it. I could do the hike, come home, and when I sit down for work, throw it on the charger. I like that. Now, I do have one complaint that carried over from the 4 to the 5, and that has to do with the Samsung Health app. I had the 3 before this, and I used to be able to go into workout, and I would hit walking, and I would slap that to turn off the screen while it was counting down, and it used to work, but now actually stops the countdown. Now the 4 wouldn't even do that. It's just a little pet peeve. I've gotten used to it. And the reason I turn off the screen to save battery life, what's it, 2 seconds of battery life. But I'm also, when I do my hikes, I am walking the dogs and hiking through the woods with the dogs. And I need to turn it on before the dogs start pulling me through the door. I guess it's not really that big a deal. It's just something I noticed. So, that's part of my experience with this. I just wanted this to be a brief video, even though I ramble on and on and on. Verdict, am I keeping it? Well, if I paid full price for it, no. For the price I paid for it, no. But that sweet duo charger? Yeah. Yeah, when I figured out that I have that really nice duo fast charger from wireless from my phone and my watch, yeah, I see why they give those away now. I like it. So you have to keep it on a level surface, otherwise, you know, the phone and watch sort of slide off. Well, the phone does at least. But I also used that duo charger that came with it. Gave it to my wife once she found out I have a new watch. So, Galaxy Watch 5, it's staying on my wrist. The 4 is going to go back in the box and go back to Samsung for the credit that they gave me for the pre-order. That's it, everyone. Thank you for stopping by and supporting my channel. If you can, hit the subscribe button. If you really like this, hit the notification button and make sure you set it to all to get all notifications when I put out content. That's it for now. I will talk to everyone later.